Imagine waking up one morning and discovering you are no longer human, not sick, not dreaming, truly transformed into something completely unrecognizable. This is where Franz Kafka's masterpiece, The Metamorphosis, begins. In a single moment, a traveling salesman named Gregor Samsa ceases to be a man and becomes a giant, monstrous insect. What follows is not a tale of adventure or miraculous recovery, but a quiet, devastating exploration of isolation, family obligation, and the fragile nature of human worth. Gregor lives with his family in Prague. He is the sole breadwinner, a traveling salesman who works relentlessly to support his parents and his sister Greta. His life is consumed by duty and routine. He catches the early train, travels to distant towns, deals with difficult customers, and returns home exhausted. His family depends entirely on his income. They have debts to repay, a mortgage to maintain. Gregor's identity is wrapped entirely in his usefulness, in what he provides to others. Then, one morning, everything changes. He wakes and finds his body has metamorphosed into that of a giant insect. His legs are thin and numerous. His back is hard and chitinous. He cannot move as he once did. The first thing that enters his mind is not horror or existential terror, but panic about work. He will be late for his job. Gregor struggles to move his insect body. He tries to leave his room but cannot manage the door. His mother, his father, and Greta gather outside, confused and then horrified by the muffled sounds coming from within. When Gregor finally pushes the door open and they see him, truly see the writhing, armored creature their son has become, they react with shock and revulsion. His mother nearly faints. His father, the manager from the insurance company, arrives at the apartment, demanding answers about Gregor's absence. This moment is crucial. Gregor's transformation is not treated as an illness to be healed or a mystery to be solved. Instead, his family and the wider world respond to it as an irreversible fact, a change that must be managed, not overcome. The insurance manager leaves disgusted. Within hours, Gregor understands the full weight of his situation. He is no longer useful. He can no longer work. He can no longer provide. And so he must become invisible to others. For weeks and then months, Gregor hides in his room. His sister Greta brings him food. He discovers he now enjoys decaying vegetables and spoiled meat. The furniture is removed from his room to give him space to crawl. His family adjusts to his presence as one adjusts to a permanent inconvenience. His mother occasionally looks at him with pity. His father, humiliated by the loss of the household's primary income, remains cold and distant. Gret, his younger sister to whom Gregor was closest, becomes his caretaker. She feeds him, cleans his room, and tends to his basic needs. Yet even in this caregiving there is a growing resentment. Greta begins to speak of Gregor as a burden, a creature occupying space and resources. The family takes on lodgers to generate income. Gregor listens from behind his door as they speak about him, never to him, discussing their shame and their new financial struggles. One evening, Greta plays the violin while the lodgers listen. Gregor, moved by the music and the memory of human beauty, emerges from his hiding place. He crawls toward his sister. The lodgers see him. They are disgusted. His father attacks him, driving him back into the room. Gregor is wounded by his father's violence. After this assault, Gregor's health deteriorates rapidly. He lies in his room, eating less, moving less, growing weaker. His body, once transformed into an insect, begins to fail. He is no longer even a creature with a purpose. He is simply present. He is simply suffering. His sister speaks of wishing he would disappear. His parents discuss the burden he represents. No one visits him now except to leave food. No one speaks to him. He has become invisible, not because he hides, but because he is no longer useful to anyone. Days pass. Gregor lies still, his breathing shallow. He hears his family's voices from the other room, planning their future as if he is already gone. And then quietly, with no fanfare and no final moment of recognition, Gregor dies. His body expires in the darkness of his room, unwitnessed, unremarked. When the cleaning woman discovers him, she simply removes his body as she would any unwanted object. His family hears the news with an emotion that can only be described as relief. The final scene is almost cruel in its ordinariness. With Gregor gone, the family prepares for a new beginning. They feel lighter, freer, unburdened. They step out into the spring sunshine and begin planning. His sister is young and pretty. His parents speak of her marriage prospects. They speak of moving to a smaller apartment, of rebuilding their lives. The novella ends not with tragedy announced or mourned, but with the world moving on as if nothing of importance has occurred. This is the true horror of the Metamorphosis. It is not that Gregor becomes an insect. It is that no one truly cares. His worth was entirely conditional upon his utility. When he could no longer serve his family's needs, when he could no longer be useful, he became disposable. Kafka does not present this as unusual or shocking, he presents it as inevitable. The Metamorphosis explores how we measure human value. It asks whether a person is worth anything beyond what they produce or provide. It shows us a family bound by obligation rather than love, and what happens when that obligation can no longer be fulfilled. Gregor's transformation is not explained or reversed. It simply is. And in that acceptance of the inexplicable, we confront the quiet desperation of a life lived only for others. So what can we take from this strange, unsettling story? Kafka invites us to reflect on our own lives. Are we, like Gregor, defining ourselves only by what we produce or earn? Are we measuring others by their utility? The novella suggests that this way of thinking, where love and belonging are dependent upon performance and usefulness, leads to isolation and despair. The metamorphosis itself may be impossible in real life, but the emotional experience of becoming invisible when we can no longer be useful is deeply human. The book asks us to reconsider how we show up for people we care about. Can we value them for simply existing, not for what they provide? Thanks for watching this summary of The Metamorphosis. If you enjoyed exploring this literary classic, subscribe for more complete book summaries and deep dives into timeless stories, new content every week to inspire and challenge you.